What a beautiful concert for a beautiful cause. Next up, we all know the iconic and powerful Dr. Kiran Bedi, the first female officer in the Indian Police Service. Although she's now a retired officer, her social activism has only become stronger, now with her organization, the India Vision Foundation. Let's join her in Long Island, New York to find out more from the woman herself. But first, we'll catch a glimpse of the Warner Brothers award-winning documentary dedicated to her heroic story. Let's take a look.
Joined the police force in the 70s, and she's made waves and enemies.
When she qualified in the police service, all hell broke loose.
Towed away Indira Gandhi's car. That was a bit cheeky, wasn't it?
All these brave young men noticed there was a braver girl. And this is dangerous.
She is Kiran Bedi.
When I changed the face of the prison, they were jealous. When I exposed corruption in the police, I embarrassed them.
There is an unholy nexus between police, politicians, and criminals.
These are powerful people, and there's a high price for going against. I had to learn not to trust most of my seniors, and certainly never my peers.
You know, most of your seniors colleagues would like to see you buried 200 feet below.
My enemies would love to see me fail, and instead, I emerged with international acclaim. Work has been my priority, and my family just got as much as I thought they needed. This is getting a little too much.
What were you doing chasing a mob single-handedly in the middle of Delhi?
She's very strong, very courageous, very naive. She does have a temper. She's everything. It's all Kiran Bedi.
First of all, let me begin by saying thank you to each one of you. Some of you my old friends, some of you my relatives. Somebody I'm absolutely grateful that you've spared your very, very precious evening. Now, what does G30 do? G30, obviously, we didn't have this movie idea at all in mind, Cyril. We had, of course, my own foundation in mind, the India Vision Foundation, which Pam has been a trustee in the past few years. And it educates prisoners' children. It's a very unique program. The foundation educates prisoners' children. Indian prison has allows mothers. Indian prison allows women, mother prisoners, to bring their children along into the prison if they feel that there isn't a credible father or a credible family or reliable family to be left the child with. So Indian prison allows, South Asian prisons allows, some Asian, Southeast Asian prison allow, Western prisons don't. So here's a very unique challenge which I identified. And when I ran the Inspector General Prisons program, which you saw in the film, there were children inside the prison. Friends, you'd be shocked to know, which hasn't come in the movie, that the only thing which children knew while they were in the prison were mosquitoes and insects. That's only animal they knew around, and the cats. So there were cats in the prison, there were ants in the prison, and there were insects in the prison. And these children, I used to actually see them in the initial stages of my coming, running, chasing the insect, picking it up and killing it. And say, ha ha ha, dekho, maar diya. So they used to love killing insects and chasing insects because that's all the moving thing they had other than these prisoners. The moment I saw that, and the only game, you would believe me, they would play is chaku chaku. How do you stab each other? Or how do you pocket? So they knew how to pick a pocket. These little 4-year-olds and 3-year-old devils. And they knew how to pick a pocket, and they knew how to do chaku chaku. And then we started within our own resources a playway school. And from playway school, we inducted them. This program started without being a foundation because then I was the Inspector General of Prisons. So we set up a Playway School, and from Playway School, after the age of 4, they have to leave the prison. So what do they do after age of 4? I was still the officer in charge. Then we started a program of linking them with schools outside. That's what the India Vision Foundation does. Please visit the website India Vision Foundation. This is a brochure of prisoners in the bus. We're sending them to in a bus, and you see copy pencil, and you see their parents, and you see a warden. That's what this program is, where these children are now being educated and rehabilitated. Some of them have now reached graduate classes. Some of them are, because this is a program of 16 years old. This program started in 1993, got registered in 1994 with Magsaysay Award, and now this is how the batch is. So some of the senior students are now the first batch graduate classes, and some of them on their way to become professionals. Somebody's a physiotherapist, somebody may be a dentist, somebody's heading to become a nurse. They went according to need. We paid through. All these children are sponsored children. They are all provided for in a school education, healthcare, uniform, books, visitations with parents, etc. So I want to tell you, this is the background by which I happen to be here. I wouldn't have made these screenings but for the group 30 friends who have actually worked for so many weeks together to put this program together, and had their own friends like him and others who could offer their screenings, because the money had to be conserved and whatever and it had to be performed. Friends, this is the background which I wanted to express my gratitude, that but for them and but for this India Vision Foundation cause, these screenings wouldn't have happened. You probably wouldn't have even got to know about this movie. So I want to thank you all for sparing your very, very precious evening.
What a powerhouse of a woman. We're going to take another short break, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.